47-year-old Illinois Senator Barack Obama seems certain to become the first ever African-American U.S. president. And many Americans are hoping he will be able to successfully steer the U.S. out of the aftermath of the wars and also the current economic crisis. As a world full of challenges await his emergence onto a global stage, let's review his background and political career.
Obama was born on August 14, 1961 in Honolulu, Hawaii, to a Kenyan father and a white mother from the state of Kansas in the U.S. heartland. He attended Harvard Law School and was elected the first black president of the Harvard Law Review. After graduation, he returned to Chicago, where he practiced civil rights law and taught courses on the Constitution at the University of Chicago. Obama decided to make his first run for public office in 1996, winning a seat in the Illinois State Senate. 4 years later, he sought a seat in the U.S. House of Representatives, but without success. In 2004, Obama defeated 6 Democratic rivals to win the nomination in the congressional elections. His remarkable oratory skills impressed the party's presidential candidate, John Kerry, who named him the keynote speaker at the National Convention. In November of that year, he overwhelmingly captured 70% of popular votes in congressional elections to become a senator. Obama announced his bid for the White House in February 2007 in Springfield, Illinois, where former President Abraham Lincoln had delivered a speech in 1858. He joined 7 other politicians competing for the Democratic presidential nomination, including former First Lady and New York Senator Hillary Rodham Clinton. On June 3, 2008, he clinched the Democratic presidential nomination.
Well, taking a look at preliminary results from an exit polls of voters in Tuesday's U.S. elections, Gui Xiaozhen has a very brief analysis of how voters made their choices.
The economy appears to be the most important issue dominating the minds of voters. The issue stands far ahead of other problems, including energy, Iraq, terrorism, and healthcare. Barack Obama was strongly favored by this group. Nearly 6 in 10 of these people point to the economy as their major concern, and they said they were backing the Democratic presidential candidate. Meanwhile, 90% of eligible voters said they were worried about the financial crisis.
It's the economy, you know. People are getting laid off from their jobs. Oranges, $1 a piece. I mean, you know, everything is costing a lot of money right now. Everything. So it's the economy.
Whoever comes in as president is going to have a tough time with the economy in such a bad state. And there's hard work to be done, and getting the rest of the government to go along with your particular proposals to solve the economy. You know, there are differences, and it'll be hard to get Congress to go along unless it ends up being the same president, same party as the Congress has a majority.
The qualities of the candidates are also an important deciding factor. More than a third of the voters said they would favor a candidate who could bring change to Washington, and these voters were voting heavily for Obama. Nearly as many said they wanted someone who shares their values. About 1 in 5 were looking primarily for experience. McCain is heavily favored by this group. A smaller proportion of voters said they were seeking a candidate who cares about ordinary people. Among this group, Obama was favored. About 1/10 of the voters this year said this was the first year they have voted. That's roughly the same proportion as in 2004. Obama seems to be more popular among the new voters. That's partly because the majority of them are under age 30 and 20% of them are either black or Hispanic. Half of the new voters were Democrats and a third were independents, and both groups heavily favored Obama. A third of Republicans and about the same proportion of conservatives said McCain's choice of Alaska Governor Sarah Palin as his running mate was an important factor in their voting. Underscoring how well she has fired up the party's base, both of these groups leaned heavily towards McCain. Gender is another issue. Nearly 6 in 10 women were Obama voters, but men divided their votes about evenly. Just over half of the white men were backing McCain. That gave him a slender edge in a group that President Bush carried by 17 percentage points in 2004. White women were about evenly divided between the two candidates. One group that Obama has had trouble with all year is whites who have not finished college. They were leaning solidly towards McCain. Virtually all blacks were supporting Obama. McCain got almost none of their votes this year. Meanwhile, about 4 in 10 voters were Democrats, while about a third were Republicans. Almost all Democrats were backing Obama, and most Republicans were supporting McCain. But independents were voting for Obama by a modest margin.
John, you like to pretend like the war started in 2007.